There's a difference between someone who owns a Toyota and someone who's lived with one for a long time. You can usually tell within the first few minutes of a conversation. Long-time Toyota owners don't talk in specs. They don't chase every new feature. They talk about what still works, what they stopped worrying about years ago, and what they quietly stopped doing because it never actually helped. Most of the smartest Toyota habits aren't written in manuals. They're learned slowly, mile after mile, usually after watching someone else make an expensive mistake first. If you've owned your Toyota long enough to stop obsessing over every little noise, you're already halfway there. And if you're new to Toyota ownership, this is the part most people don't figure out until much later. If you've ever wondered why some Toyotas seem to last forever while others feel worn out early, tap like, subscribe, and tell me what you drive. I see every comment, and long-time owners usually have stories worth hearing. The first thing experienced Toyota owners understand is this: less intervention usually means more longevity. That sounds backward in a world that constantly pushes service schedules, flushes, cleanings, and upgrades. But Toyota doesn't build cars assuming constant tinkering. They build them to operate within narrow, predictable tolerances for a very long time. One of the smartest habits seasoned owners develop is knowing when not to touch something. Take fluids, for example. Newer Toyota transmissions aren't fragile, but they are sensitive to improper servicing. Long-time owners know that if a transmission is shifting smoothly, not overheating, and not showing contamination, aggressive servicing can do more harm than good. They don't rush into flushes just because a mileage number sounds scary. I've seen RAV4s and Camrys go well past 250,000 miles on conservative, correctly timed maintenance. I've also seen low-mileage Toyotas develop issues after unnecessary services disturbed systems that were functioning exactly as designed. Toyota longevity favors patience. Another quiet habit is how experienced owners warm their cars up. Not by idling forever, but by driving gently for the first few minutes. Toyota engines are designed to warm efficiently under light load. Long-time owners don't rev cold engines or demand full power immediately. That small restraint reduces wear in ways most people never notice, but engines do. It's the same reason seasoned Toyota drivers don't panic over every dashboard light for the first few seconds after startup. They know what's normal. They've seen the patterns. They understand that consistency matters more than momentary alerts. Then there's oil changes, which seem simple but tell you a lot about ownership mindset. Long-time Toyota owners don't stretch oil changes recklessly, but they also don't overdo them. They know that clean oil matters more than brand hype. They stick to intervals that make sense for their driving, not extreme schedules pushed by service counters. I've talked to owners who were upsold into oil changes every 3,000 miles for vehicles engineered for much longer intervals. Over time, that doesn't just cost money. It creates opportunities for stripped drain plugs, over-tightened filters, and human error. The smartest Toyota owners minimize how often unnecessary hands touch the car. Another habit you'll see is how they listen to their vehicles. Not obsessively, but attentively. Toyota cars communicate problems slowly. A sound that appears once and never returns usually isn't urgent. A sound that repeats under the same conditions is worth investigating. Experienced owners don't chase ghosts, they look for patterns. That's why they don't rush to replace parts based on guesses. They wait for confirmation. They ask what actually failed versus what could fail eventually. And they don't confuse recommendations with requirements. One of the most overlooked Toyota hacks is knowing the difference between maintenance and disturbance. Replacing worn brake pads is maintenance. Replacing rotors early because they might wear later is disturbance. Cleaning a throttle body when there's an actual drivability issue is maintenance. Doing it routinely just because often isn't. Toyota designs components to wear predictably. Long-time owners trust that design. You'll also notice that experienced Toyota drivers rarely chase aftermarket shortcuts. They've learned that cheap fixes usually cost more later. They don't buy the lowest priced sensor. They don't trust mystery parts. They'd rather wait than install something questionable. That patience saves engines, transmissions, and wallets. Another subtle habit is how they treat inspections. Long-time owners don't walk into inspections defensively, but they don't walk out blindly trusting everything either. They ask for clarity. They ask what's critical now versus what can wait. They ask what Toyota actually specifies, and when something doesn't sound right, they pause. I've seen owners save thousands of dollars just by delaying approval for one afternoon and getting another opinion. Toyota problems rarely become catastrophic overnight. The design gives you time to think. Experienced owners also understand something newer owners don't yet realize: Toyota reliability isn't about perfection. A little oil mist on an older engine doesn't mean failure. A faint noise that hasn't changed in years isn't an emergency. Not every part needs to look brand new for the car to be healthy. The goal isn't to keep a Toyota pristine, it's to keep it honest. And maybe the most important habit of all is this: long-time Toyota owners don't let fear drive decisions. They've seen cars last longer than people expect. They've watched odometers roll past milestones that felt impossible at the beginning. That experience builds confidence. Confidence slows decisions. Slower decisions protect longevity. Toyota built these vehicles to survive real life. Traffic, weather, time. What they don't survive well is panic maintenance. Everything else builds on that understanding. And once you internalize it, owning a Toyota stops feeling stressful and starts feeling predictable, which is exactly what Toyota intended in the first place. Once you've owned a Toyota long enough, you stop asking what's new and start asking what still matters. That shift changes everything. Long-time owners don't chase every update, every recommendation, or every improvement. They learn which systems reward attention and which ones punish unnecessary involvement. One of the smartest habits seasoned Toyota drivers develop is learning the rhythm of their car. They know how it shifts when it's healthy, how it sounds on cold mornings, how the steering feels at highway speed. That baseline becomes more valuable than any diagnostic printout. When something actually changes, they catch it early without panic. That's why experienced owners rarely approve big repairs on the spot. They know Toyota problems announce themselves gradually. A transmission that's failing doesn't behave perfectly one day and catastrophically the next. Sensors don't randomly destroy engines overnight. Patterns appear first. Time is an advantage Toyota engineering gives you. Long-time owners use it. Another underappreciated Toyota habit is knowing which maintenance intervals are flexible and which are not. Oil changes matter. Coolant condition matters. Brake fluid condition matters. But experienced owners don't blindly follow every mileage number without context. They consider how the car is driven. Short trips versus highway. Climate. Load. A RAV4 that spends its life cruising highways doesn't age the same way as one idling in traffic daily. Long-time owners adjust care accordingly instead of treating every Toyota like it lives the same life. That's why some Toyotas reach 300,000 miles without drama. Not because they were over-maintained, but because they were maintained intelligently. I'm curious. Comment below how many miles do you have on your Toyota right now. Another quiet hack is how experienced owners handle warning lights. They don't ignore them, but they don't panic either. A check engine light that appears and disappears once is often informational. A light that stays on consistently deserves attention. Long-time owners know the difference. They also know that clearing a code doesn't fix a problem, but it can reveal one. A light that returns immediately means something real. One that doesn't often points to a transient issue. That knowledge alone saves unnecessary parts replacement. Then there's something you almost never hear discussed. Who touches the car matters as much as what gets done. Seasoned Toyota owners don't let just anyone work on their vehicles. They've learned that repeated hands create risk. Every oil change is an opportunity for a stripped plug. Every inspection is an opportunity for a broken clip or misrouted wire. They minimize traffic. Fewer unnecessary visits. Fewer rushed technicians. Fewer mistakes. I've seen Toyotas develop issues not from mileage, but from repeated quick services where no one took ownership of the car. Long-time owners avoid that churn. Another habit that separates experienced owners is how they approach parts. They don't buy the cheapest option. They don't chase performance upgrades that promise more than Toyota ever intended. They stick close to factory specifications because Toyota's engineering choices weren't accidental. A slightly more expensive genuine part that lasts 10 years is cheaper than replacing a bargain part twice. Long-time owners understand that math intuitively. They also keep parts records. Not obsessively, but clearly. Part numbers, dates, warranty coverage. That information turns confusion into leverage when something fails later. There's also a mindset shift around inspections and estimates. Experienced owners don't argue. They ask questions. They ask what's failed versus what's recommended. They ask what happens if nothing is done right now. They listen to the tone of the answers more than the words. A good explanation sounds calm. A bad one sounds rushed. That's how long-time Toyota drivers avoid spending $1,800 on work that could have waited or never been needed at all. Another habit that doesn't get enough attention is how experienced owners treat the interior and electronics. They know modern Toyotas rely heavily on stable voltage. Weak batteries cause strange symptoms long before they fail completely. Long-time owners replace batteries proactively instead of chasing random electrical issues. They also avoid cheap chargers, questionable accessories, and constant plugging and unplugging of devices that stress circuits. Small decisions protect big systems. You'll notice experienced Toyota drivers don't customize heavily. They don't add dozens of accessories. They don't stack modifications. They keep the car close to how Toyota designed it. That restraint preserves reliability. And maybe the most valuable habit of all is this: long-time owners accept that not everything needs immediate perfection. A cosmetic flaw doesn't reduce reliability. A noise that hasn't changed in years doesn't demand action. Toyota durability comes from consistency, not constant correction. By the time an owner reaches this stage, owning a Toyota feels different. Quieter. More predictable. Less emotional. They stop feeling like they're reacting to the car and start feeling like they understand it. That understanding isn't taught. It's earned, and once you have it, every mile feels easier than the last. Eventually, something changes for long-time Toyota owners. It's not the car, it's the relationship with it. At a certain point, owning a Toyota stops feeling like maintenance and starts feeling like stewardship. You're no longer reacting to every recommendation or suggestion. You're making decisions based on history. Your history with the car and the history of the platform itself. That's where the real genius habits live. One of the biggest shifts happens around cost awareness. Experienced Toyota owners don't just know what repairs cost, they know what repairs should cost. That difference matters. They know a cabin air filter does cost $80 to service. They know a sensor doesn't magically cost $400 unless labor or access truly justifies it. They know when a quote feels inflated because they've seen the pattern before. That knowledge alone prevents thousands of dollars in unnecessary spending over the life of the vehicle. And here's the part most people don't realize. Experienced owners aren't cheap. They're selective. They'll pay for the right repair, done the right way, at the right time. They won't pay for fear. They won't pay for speculation. And they won't pay for services designed more for revenue than reliability. That selectiveness protects the car. Another habit that develops naturally is knowing when to let things be. Toyota vehicles are designed to tolerate age gracefully. Rubber hardens slowly, seals weep lightly before they fail. Suspension components loosen gradually, not catastrophically. Long-time owners learn the difference between aging and failing. That understanding prevents overcorrection. I've seen owners spend thousands chasing perfect when the car was operating exactly as Toyota intended for its mileage. In contrast, I've seen Toyotas with visible wear continue running flawlessly for years because nothing truly critical was disturbed. Toyota reliability doesn't demand cosmetic perfection. It demands mechanical honesty. Another quiet skill long-time owners develop is knowing when to stop asking for permission. They don't feel obligated to approve every recommendation just because it came from a service counter. They ask questions calmly. They ask for explanations. And if something doesn't add up, they leave without confrontation. There's power in walking away. Toyota vehicles rarely punish patience. Waiting a week to decide on a repair almost never turns a minor issue into a disaster. That time gives clarity. It separates real problems from sales momentum. That's why experienced owners don't rush major decisions. They sleep on them. They also understand something newer owners don't yet see: service history cuts both ways. Yes, documented maintenance matters. But unnecessary maintenance creates its own risk. Every extra service introduces human variables. Every unnecessary disassembly increases the chance of error. Long-time owners aim for clean, minimal histories. Necessary work only. Done well. Documented clearly. That approach keeps Toyotas predictable. You'll also notice that seasoned Toyota drivers tend to keep their vehicles longer than planned. What starts as a 5-year ownership turns into 10. Then 15. Not because they refuse to upgrade, but because the car never gives them a reason to leave. The engine still starts the same way. The transmission still behaves predictably. The car feels familiar, not fragile. That familiarity breeds confidence. Confidence reduces interference. Reduced interference extends life. It's a cycle Toyota engineers understand well. Another thing experienced owners learn is how to filter advice. Not every mechanic knows Toyotas deeply. Not every service advisor understands long-term ownership. Long-time owners listen for patterns, not opinions. They value consistency over urgency. If advice changes every visit, they question it. If explanations evolve logically over time, they trust them. That discernment doesn't come from manuals. It comes from miles. And maybe the most important habit of all is emotional detachment. Long-time Toyota owners don't tie their identity to the car's condition. A noise doesn't feel like a crisis. A warning light doesn't feel like a failure. It feels like information. That emotional distance is what keeps decisions rational. Toyota didn't build these vehicles to be anxiety machines. They built them to be background reliable, quietly present, rarely dramatic. When ownership becomes calm, everything else falls into place. Costs stabilize. Repairs make sense. The car becomes predictable instead of stressful. And that's when you realize the real hack isn't a trick at all. It's experience. If you've owned your Toyota long enough to recognize some of this, you already know how different the experience feels once panic is removed from the equation. And if you're still early in that journey, learning these habits sooner can save you years of frustration and thousands of dollars. If you've picked up a habit over the years that made your Toyota easier to live with, or avoided a mistake you see others still making, share it. I see the comments, and longtime owners tend to teach each other better than any manual ever could. That's how these cars end up lasting as long as they do.